Hello everyone, I am Shaloo. Welcome to my channel where I talk about books. If you have been with my channel for a while, you already know how much I love Keigo Higashino's books. Seriously, this man has set such a high standard for mystery books writing that I go into every new book with a little excitement and a little fear. So today we are talking about Invisible Helix, which is a part of the Detective Galileo series. In fact, book 5 in the series, but don't worry, it can be read as a standalone. Let me start with a quick no spoiler overview. The story kicks off with the body washing ashore, a man with a single bullet wound to the head. Classic mystery setup, right? The victim is identified as Ryota Usuji, and the things start getting complicated pretty quickly. We have the familiar investigative team: Chief Inspector Kusanagi, Detective Inspector Kishitani, Sergeant Kaoru Utsumi, and of course the star of the show, Professor Manobu Yukawa, or Detective Galileo as he is fondly known. Now, if you have read Higashino before, you already know that Galileo isn't your typical detective. He's a physics professor who loves solving complex puzzles. And honestly, watching his brain work is one of the best parts of these books. What really stood out to me in Invisible Helix is how the story is structured. At first glance, it seems like a straightforward murder mystery. But as you go deeper, you realize that it is less about who committed the crime and more about why everything unfolded the way it did. There is this entire backstory about a single mother abandoning her baby, relationships spanning decades, and questions about what truly defines a family. And that's where the title Invisible Helix starts to make sense. These invisible threads connecting people across time, slowly completing the picture. Now let's talk about the plot. I'll be honest, this is not Higashino at his best. If you're expecting something like The Devotion of Suspect X, then this book will feel lighter. There is only one murder, and the pacing is more steady rather than gripping. Some parts even feel a little confusing because of the layered timelines and connections. You really have to put attention to detail here. But at the same time, I found it strangely satisfying. Higashino has this unique ability. He can almost tell you what is coming and still manage to surprise you. And this happened to me again here. I had my suspicions. I thought I had figured it all out. And then boom, he just twisted enough to catch you off guard. Let's talk about the characters. In this book, I felt that the characters were stronger than the mystery itself, especially the female characters, their stories, their struggles, and how their lives intersect after so many years. There's so much emotional depth here, more than you might expect from a typical crime novel. And Galileo himself, as always, brilliant. The way he breaks down seemingly impossible situations using logic and science is so satisfying to read. Even when the mystery feels less intense, his deductions keep the things engaging. Now I have to address the downside. Compared to Higashino's other books, this one feels a little diluted. The mystery element is not as strong, and at times it leans more towards drama than suspense. If you are here purely for a mind-blowing whodunit, you might feel slightly underwhelmed. And also because Higashino has set the bar so high, something even slightly weaker stands out more than it should. But does this make it a bad book? Not at all. I would say it's a good book worth a read, just not Higashino's best. It is shorter than many other Galileo novels, making it a quick read. The translation is excellent, smooth, natural, and easy to follow. And most importantly, it still delivers that signature Higashino experience. Clever plotting, emotional undertones, and that final reveal that makes everything click. So who should read this book? I would recommend it to the fans of Keigo Higashino, obviously, readers who enjoy cerebral, puzzle-like mysteries, people who like character-driven crime stories, and anyone curious about Japanese crime fiction. But if you are completely new to Higashino, I suggest reading some of his stronger works first and then come back to this one. You can check out my video titled Top 5 Higashino Books for recommendations. I will leave the link in the description box. For me, Invisible Helix was a steady, engaging read. Not super intense, not his strongest, but still enjoyable. It kept me curious, it made me think, and most importantly, it reminded me why I keep coming back to Higashino's books. Even when he is not at his best, he is still better than the most. And that's all for today's review. If you have read Invisible Helix, do share your thoughts in the comment section. Also share with me your favorite Keigo Higashino book or any other mystery book that you will like me to read. And if you have enjoyed today's video, then please like, comment and share. Do subscribe to my channel for more bookish recommendations and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Until my next video, bye and take care.